Hello everybody and welcome back to Comic Studio, and today we're going to be reviewing Plague Incorporated Comic Studio. I'm reviewing for this all the way for websites around here, and probably if it's just yesterday, I definitely seen this last night. So, what I just going to do is I'm going to scroll down and check this out as we turning on the spoilers, and since it was owned by the Endemic Creations, thanks to the wiki fandom like anything as well. And because I absolutely recreating the Minecraft story about the tale of Herobrine. But before we're gonna begin of this video, I got some good news and the bad news, like we probably going to say for that. The first news is our channel monetization is complete, but I wasn't able to be ready because I was confused or refused to doing like anything to start making money. Of course, this is the hardest ways that we cannot able to be monetized for a little bit for a long time, unfortunately. And because where am I? And it was going to be for the unknown country for unknown reasons. I can't let that happen again for around here that I just already staying signed in. And of course, the bad news is Disney is suing YouTube that I absolutely found out on the shorts that I absolutely only watching television around here for something. So anyways, let's continue to start all the way down here as we're looking out for some viruses. This is where that it causes a main global lockdown for all around here. It was since 5 years ago, and it was very terrifying after something erupted around here from South Asians. Which means this is a very unfortunate ways to do so, and I was completely terrifying for just a little bit amount of stuff. And because the virus spreads around the world, unfortunately, this is since October 2019. Around here, it's almost 6 years ago, back in China. China makes things have something worse with their scientists. But all of these viruses that combine together, and nothing could start with this. Even though they're types of viruses or not, those bad things that contains bacteria, the viruses, the fungus, the Neurax worm, the parasite, prion, Nicara virus, the nanovirus, the bioweapon, and the Simon flu, and the shadow plague. So, one of the most dangerous of those stuff could be turned into some kind of dangerous things, or something is absolutely living on your bloodstreams, or living under your blood cell, of course, including like anything else. But things have just absolutely going to be for like every emojis for something. This could be exactly includes emojis around here. It was between viruses and the cure. So this is the cure. Could only one thing that could absolutely save the world. If this is actually a failure in the future, the mankind is dead overall. There contain bubbles around here and crashing them for over kinds of size as well. So, because of all of these viruses could make everything work to do this as well, this could start all the way down to South Africa and southern Indonesian over here, or anywhere around every South Asians started to create a virus starting from bacteria over here. So these is the most random common cause, or like these things. This is the common cause of the plague of unlimited potential. But over here, the viruses could be a rapidly mutating pathogen, which is extremely hard to control, underestimated, infectious, and difficult to trace. I'm not sure this is absolutely going to be for almost look like a coronavirus. So not over here, because this is the most cannot be mutated as well. causing for every people to die so quick. Then the fungus look like anything around here. It could be for around spores traveling and travel to long distance without special effort. Fungal spores cause unpredictable spreads patterns, difficult to contain for around here. As you can see this, some images have been marked with spoilers due to the imaginary that could look disturbing. I know this is absolutely going to be for quite for hard of us as well. So this could be a brain eater for around for against like anything itself. As you can see, the manipulative organism that burrows into the brain, which means this could cause the brain infection about that virus, because this is actually going to be for around here. If this brain could reach to a rapid damage, unfortunately, a human died for a long time for unknown reasons. I cannot believe it that this thing have just ruined everything beyond of its size. So, this is a parasite. It could be for a lifestyle, prevents DNA elation from everyday infection, a complex organism hiding inside. I already checked around if for any descriptions around here for some other kinds like this. So this is absolutely most of this for dangerous things inside, hidden inside the brain. This could very hard to disinfect for a long time. For these could be for brutal mode for something else. And this virus was unclassified. It could be for early analyzing strugglings extreme to regenerate abilities. More of these could be out of control microscopic machine with built-in kill switch. So this could be for an alien technology monstrous spider that could actually inject and cause for something kind of a human chaos. So another one is the bioweapon. This could be a bioweapon about a coronavirus, but I cannot believe this was exactly that I don't wanted to see, or you kids are not going to be able to be seeing this for now. Unfortunately, all adults will not able to be seeing for like anything about the viruses, except scientists could be must prove around here to disinfect everything around here against the virus. So the vaccines cannot able to be upgraded for a little bit of a long time as well. It was since 2021, the start of this infection. But these things, exceptionally lethal pathogen that kills everything it touches. We don't absolutely going to do this for any time soon. So this could be for modified increases ape intelligence, but untested on humans. But this could actually going to be for some kind of unknown flu, which that monkeys could gain savageness or some kind of sufferings. So this is absolutely for triggers power thirst of blood. So even though this could be a shadow plague about that virus, which means this is kind of the most extremely dangerous virus in the world that I cannot able to be never to be waiting for a little bit for around here. The transmissions to be like anything around here, such as water, aerobrine, and flow like anything as well. Animals, injectorians, or any liquid materials. Some stuff like organisms can cause a huge sufferness around cold. I'm not very sure that virus affects for the temperatures from anything it goes. And finally, some virus upgrades and some vaccine failures increases something even getting a little bit worse for a long matter of methods as well. So as you can see this, that could be for one thing around here, and that's everything for around here. So move on to the next one. Could be for another plague incorporated viruses like these. So there are more viruses that I didn't mention to look like this. Everything looked like coronaviruses. That all of this one, it could be for some kind of sidekick around here. So any of these humans around for these guys, I cannot believe that this would be so ridiculous as well. I'm not sure this will be so brutal that you can't even to see for like anything around here. So a whole bunch of viruses could be the cure, and the humans could be handling using swords and a grimace shake. With all over here, there must be a huge bunch of things as well. So the plagues could not going to be everywhere as well. So since I won't be able to be added for something like this, and finally the reloaded around as well that I just looked around here, it's just going to be the same of the viruses that I already saw. You've seen this for some kind of ridiculous virus, could be absolutely taking over like anything as well. So I'm probably sure this could be the same amount of images that I actually found out for a little bit for one time as well. More cure and some kind of stuff as well for unknown things like this. So this is actually totally the same. And for this one, and probably like any more about these. So that should be the same as well, except inside of the hospital. So this is the cure, and for some kind of a little bit more. And that was everything for a little bit for more of these. So we should absolutely going to get rid of the Plague Incorporated around here. And so that the final thing, this isn't going to be for around here. So I'm not going to be reviewing for this. Imagine this, if we combine one of those viruses, it will become a mega ultra virus for something else, for the ultra infection that spread it completely fast and rapidly infects the ground and anything as well. That this is absolutely for the unfortunate infection around here for against them. So I will not likely doing anything around here. And because of all that, the cause for Earth Killer could be exactly one of those viruses. All of the viruses like these should combine for something like a worst nightmare. It was the cure's worst nightmare beyond them themselves that the cure is gotta be about for this thing as well. So combining for lots of viruses, and that will transform into a cure killer. The cure killer virus could be for one of its most extinctive as well for anything as well for to do this as well. Unfortunately, for some kind of like anything of all of the viruses that combined into a cure extinction, the cure extinction as well could be for around for like anything as well. And imagine that human extinction could be exactly going to happen anyway in the future. And because how unfortunate things could happen for everybody as well, this includes all of us from around the world about the mankind extinction. So the viruses are actually going to be a little bit big and dangerous for unknown reasons, that we'll be seeing this for some kind of like the big viruses like this, especially like the viruses anything as well, including some kind of this virus from a plushie. I think this is actually that you all know about for this strategy, for all that you're going to be thanking them or some kind of like this. You cannot thank them as well, so extinguish all of the viruses by the cure. So I added anything as well about the Villager News, and probably that says the recreation of the Villager News for like this. There's a patient right next to Eli Vance around here, and probably not the weather like this, could be for the control of the virus. So these are probably for 3 Cookie Run characters like the Alchemist Cookie, and the Villager that could be for around as well. I'm not very sure that that wasn't actually villager number 5 and number 4. And as you can see, it says Channel 19 presents New News Intelligence, a scientific containment and protective environment. So that says around here, and the Plague incorporated around as well, added 2 Half-Life characters. There's Alchemist Cookie that I just already said. And finally, on the static, there must be Mr. Glitch. Thankfully, that will be the end of this video, of course, that I absolutely put it around anything in this comic creator around here. And this is probably that this monstrosity key character from There Is No Game, and some other cookies and other kinds of guys from Cookie Run and Half-Life. And that does that I added any blocks, Sprouse blocks, that I absolutely built around for one of the houses that I made. It was from Minecraft. And that microphone is absolutely speaking its way. I really think that wasn't going to be a little bit real. Everything is fiction, but looks like this. So already that I'm going to be end of this video. So 2 links are going to be in description below. And the main website is also in description to browse comics whenever you want. Before that, you got some final news to do this as well. You got 13 days, and it's the first day of Halloween. Thanks for watching and for all your support, and I'm going to be signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads and comic studio users all later. Bye-bye!